And welcome back, you guys, to Creator's Grind. Today we are still journeying through the beginning with our lovely, lovely favorite weekly guest. I just told you, so expect it. But today we have our local artist here in Jacksonville, Florida, the owner and just beautiful maternity and newborn photographer of Carolennys Studios, the lovely Carolennys Ouellette, better known as Carol, better known as Mrs. C.
Thank you for such a lovely intro.
Of course, every time. I'm going to exaggerate it every single time because you are my favorite. I'm so sorry. I feel bad for you guys because it's going to be the longest intro just for her because she's deserving. So funny. Okay? How are you?
I'm doing great.
Welcome to part 2. I know that we just did it because we're definitely in the same clothes. Do not judge us. But yeah, we're going to do part 2.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Tell me what you got.
Well, first, before we start, because last time, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was probably handling my cup like as if nothing was in there. And that's probably because nothing was in there. But this time, something is within these cups. Being this is Creator's Grind, we're going to know what's grinding in these cups. So, Mrs. C, what are you drinking on today?
Oh, I am drinking a caramel macchiato.
Ooh, we love that. Do you add any sugar?
I did not. Well, the creamer kind of has its own sugar. So
Is that all you add to your coffee?
Yeah.
Typically?
Uh-huh.
Well, just so you guys know, I do not drink any coffee. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. They've kind of merged me just a little bit. But I will not lie and tell you guys that this is not coffee. This is actually chai tea with oat milk. Creamy oat milk. Because I love oat milk and I love chai tea, which is not coffee. Okay.
For right now.
All right, maybe someday you guys might actually, we will discover together what type of coffee I actually really, really like. Because I feel like I would really like hazelnut. I used to work in the cafe.
I think you would.
I do too. It smells so good.
So. Yeah, but you can't resist it.
She said, it's coming for you. So today we're going to talk about how she became the maternity and newborn photographer that she is. So first question to you, Mrs. C. When or around when or what was the, I'm going to say catalyst that put you in the direction for like, okay, I'm really intrigued in going down the maternity route. We'll touch back on the newborn, but I want to touch on maternity.
So, I mean, it all kind of relates to each other because, of course, I am a family person. I have 4 children of my own. And to me, motherhood was the most earth-shattering experience, not in a bad way. I mean, like, it really rocked my life and changed everything that I know. It's not something for the faint of heart. It is something that really defines you. Sometimes you'll see women that can't stop talking about their children. They don't mean to. They have to.
She said it's inevitable. Like, how can they avoid that?
It's the biggest topic of their life at the moment. So just bear with them. Eventually they'll come into their own and they'll remember what it was like to be a person outside of children. And
I believe you. I don't have any kids yet, but I see it every single day.
Yeah. And so to me, becoming a mother was magical. Obviously it's not without its challenges.
And you started with motherhood with twins.
I did. It was a double whammy. So I don't know what it's like to have one child.
Oh wow, you don't. That's crazy. I never thought about it that way.
Yes,
oh, wow.
I always had children, and it was quite a journey. But when you don't know any better, you do what you're, put in front of you. You play the cards that you're dealt, and I loved every bit of it. It was challenging in some parts, but in others, I just felt like I became the person that I was meant to be.
And did that just feel like it just flowed right into not newborn, but maternity photography?
So
like being a mom, like I'm discovering this beauty of motherhood for myself, and now being able to see it through the lens for somebody else or something.
Yeah, I decided that I wanted to do maternity and newborn photography. I chose it because to me, I was entering a world of creating art, and I've always been taught that when you want to create something that's truly impactful and meaningful, it needs to be something that connects with you. And that's what has always connected with me. Motherhood and the creating of life. I've always thought women look at their most beautiful when they are pregnant.
She said, I'm ugly. Oh,
No, you are in evolution, girl. Yes.
Okay.
So it's just, it's that extra element of magic that comes along with pregnancy. That glow that everybody speaks of, it's really there.
Oh, wow. Okay, so when you're shooting, that probably doesn't sound the best. Not shooting. When you're taking these pictures of these mothers, do you feel like this this revelation that you have about it is flowing, or not flowing, but being like they're being able to see it too, or like it's connecting to them, that they're seeing it when they are in these dresses or in these scenes and see these end products?
I think so. Honestly, I feel it whenever they look at the images, even before I've processed them, just in lens, like that second where they just like are in total shock and awe that they look this way, because they see themselves through a different lens. There's a bit of a body dysmorphia. Your body's changing so much. You don't realize that there's beauty in that. It may not be what it was before, but there is something magical and beautiful happening that needs to be appreciated. Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that you're able to help them to see that, because I feel like every mom should see that. I feel like it helps them, once they have the child, because I know that at least apparently to me, there's been a lot more discussions about like postpartum, but the good thing about pictures is that it literally freezes a moment in time and it lasts forever. So like they're always able to look back at it and remember that moment before the baby came, so that when the baby is here and all these new transitions that they're taking place, especially for the first time moms, it makes it, I would say, maybe even easier to bear.
It's true. And you know what? Time, it goes by so quickly. When you have children, you grow up before your eyes, and it's hard to remember every detail of everything. But when you look back at a picture, the memory just floods in, and you're filled with all sorts of emotions, all sorts of, magic. It's priceless. There really is no better feeling.
Photography. You just gotta love photography. So where is it that you intend to go with, like, how do I put it? You have this level that you're at right now as far as maternity photography. And there's a level that you had maybe a year ago and even before then. But like, where is it that you're aspiring to go? What is it that the experience as far as maternity photography that you're trying to attain and be able to bring to your clients?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned the experience, because to me, I'm really all about the experience.
Experiences are worth a lifetime.
It is. The whole journey of motherhood is very challenging. When you are growing in all sorts of ways, your feet are swollen, your hands are swollen, you've got aches and pains and all sorts of things that are happening.
No sleep. Hair wants to grow or come or leave.
And awful. That little reminder that this moment is an epic moment of your life, that it deserves to be commemorated. It deserves to be glorified, and you deserve to be honored and showered with this amazing experience.
Yes.
I want the women to really feel beautiful, feel happy, feel like they are seeing themselves for the first time again.
I want them to feel present, and very present in this moment.
Exactly.
Because if you're just one and done, this moment won't come again. And nothing like it.
So the experience is very important
for the present.
Absolutely. And then there's a secondary experience once you finally see your images come to life. That evolution is just like, that was me. I did that.
I love that. Oh, I love that. I love it when you get the feedback from your clients to know how they felt about the experience, and when they see their pictures. What does it feel like for you when you get that feedback?
Every time. I love it. I'm floored. I'm just so excited that they were able to feel the things that I was hoping for them to feel, and that I was able to meet their expectations, or in some cases surpass it. And it's just it feels amazing. Please, clients, if you are ever doubtful of whether to give feedback to your photographer, please do.
Yes.
We look for it. We
Yes.
wait for it. We spend nights and nights editing on these machines, trying to just find the right
Yes.
touch and
Yes.
and
just that goes even
make you
beyond
happy.
photography.
Absolutely.
Every artist service that you, what's the word, acquire or require. Maybe that ain't even it, but they really do appreciate it. I feel like for almost every artist that feedback is like, it completes the process for them.
Absolutely.
Because it's definitely a process that they start from when they're starting from a blank canvas and finally make it to the to the end page.
Absolutely.
That feedback is like literally like everything. Like omit everything.
The
really
feedback
need
is
that.
everything.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with people that really love the work that they do, and it's more than just a paycheck. It's not about them supporting themselves. They just happen to need to support themselves in order to keep creating.
But
right?
overall, at the root, it's a work of heart.
It's a work of heart.
Yeah.
It's totally a work of heart.
Yeah.
And so, just knowing that it is appreciated is huge.
Well, I'm sorry, you guys. I thought we'd get further, but I'm actually very happy with where we are right now. So come back for a part 3. Okay? We're going to talk about newborns. I thank you guys for coming to Creators Grind. And thank you so very much for coming to bless us with your beautiful voice.
Thank you so much.
Bye, you guys.
Thank you.